So the viewers at home, you guys may remember Taylor from Spectrum Optical. We've been having a lot of fun with Taylor, and I can't quit trying on your glasses.
They look amazing. I love the pink.
It's always pink. So what are we going to talk about today?
So I think a lot of people don't realize the differences between, going to like a private practice like ours, a small office, versus going to some big top online retailer. There really are differences, and it comes down to a lot more than just convenience. And I really would like people to know that, because when there's opportunity out there to choose one thing or the other, if you don't have all the information, how are you going to make the right choice?
This is true.
Well, thanks. But whenever you come to a small practice like ours, it's about commitment. It's about, the person next door, your neighbor across the street. But it's also about comprehensive eye care, not just, getting a prescription, because your eye care is about so much more than that.
Personally, I just want to get my prescription and run, like most of the general public. But I chose Spectrum because I was getting really good care, honestly.
I appreciate that. But I mean, that's really the difference, just what you said there, because maybe you are that person who says, I just want what's easy, I want what's fast, I want what I want. But once you've experienced the difference, you're like, wait a minute, I've really been missing out.
Especially with the dilation machine, which we showed on our first episode. I hate being dilated, and I think the people at home do too. And you don't want to sit there forever waiting on your eyes to dilate. You guys have the machine. I mean, we are in and out of here as long as there's no issues. Right. People come in and out just very quickly.
Yeah, and that's really our goal, right? Because even though there are a lot more tests to run and a lot more measurements to take, it's still a convenient way to take care of your eyes. It's better than, letting it go and having to, God forbid, go to the emergency room or take any kind of advanced steps like that. Where if you're able to take preventative measures to really keep up on your eye health, make sure that your eyes are healthy, you do have that good blood flow, and that you are taking care of your vision, you don't have to really worry about those advanced issues that could develop.
Right.
So one of the main differences that people see, at least, comes down to the glasses that they wear. Because obviously that's what you're going to see every day. You may know you had your exam, but this is what you're looking at. And maybe I see these frames and I think, oh, these are super cute. I wonder if they have these online. Maybe they do. But they probably don't offer a warranty, they probably don't offer free adjustments and repairs, and they probably don't take the measurements that make sure these are fit for you. Anybody can buy glasses, but not everyone can make them right, and not everyone can customize them, but we do. So one of the devices that we use actually is this. It's called a pupilometer. It's
pupilometer.
Yes, and it's not as technical as it sounds. What we use this for really is to measure the distance between your pupils, so that whenever you're looking out of your lenses, we know where the center of your vision is.
Okay.
Because there may be an average, which is what online retailers usually use, but if that number is not what yours is, which it usually isn't, it can totally throw your vision off, and it makes the glasses almost unusable, which if you're going to spend your money, you might as well get what you want, right?
Yep, 100%.
So coming down to the pupillary distance measurement, the PD, is what we use this for.
Do you want to measure my pupils?
I can.
Sure.
All right. Take that off just so I can see yours. So let's see here. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to have your eyes looking through here. Your forehead's going to be pressing up against this bar. I'm going to look through, and using these tools here.
You're going to cinch it together.
Right. I'm going to align it perfectly with your pupil to figure out your PD.
Let's figure it out.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Just stay right where you are. Perfect. Okay. So if we're looking at these numbers, you can see that the right eye and the left eye
are
different. And it's not terribly unusual. My PD is different. Lots of people's are. But if we were just going by like the average or what maybe someone guesses your PD is, they could be totally off.
Yeah.
So being able to have that really accurate, precise measurement makes all the difference, especially if you have a complex prescription. Another tool that we like to use is actually just a PD stick. And I'm going to get one to show you what it is.
Let's get a PD stick.
We can use this to measure the PD.
Okay.
Separate from a pupilometer. This is more like a manual measurement. We also measure what's called a seg height, which is used when, I know, never heard of it, right?
Never heard of it.
And that's what's amazing, because as someone who buys glasses online, and I've bought them online before, you think, how have I never heard that word before?
Right.
But a seg height is used when someone has like a progressive prescription, bifocals, trifocals, if you've ever heard of any of those.
And don't have them yet.
Well, listen.
Thank you.
Eventually, most of us need them.
Right.
And when we get to that point, we want to make sure that basically the point where we change from the distance prescription to the near vision prescription is in the right place, right? So if we're looking through the glasses, and I'll put mine on.
Okay.
If I look through my lenses, my pupil sits right about here.
Okay.
And if I put the line, it's called a seg height, right there in the middle of my pupil, I'm going to be constantly looking in both prescriptions.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a huge problem for a lot of people who buy glasses online.
Okay.
So what we do is measure exactly where your pupil sits at rest when you're looking in the distance and when you're looking up close, because
So they
your eyes
don't have
converge.
to look through both parts.
Precisely. So they'll still have both of those prescriptions they can use at their convenience, rather than them impeding them by being in their way all the time.
There we go. So if you guys need bifocals or anything along those lines, you also know Spectrum has you covered because they're doing all the proper measurements.